Hello, I'm back again, continuing on sharing my experience during my time working in Wegmans. So I'm going to continue right now. Previously, I spoke about two things. Um, I continued on my appreciation about TL1 and an interesting meeting with Aaron. Oh, yes, another thing. There's a third thing. Team leader K, his ending catchphrase, "It'll be fun," or "You'll have fun," something like that. A little interesting, memorable moment about Aaron. Um, I used to see him work in the international aisle, and I once asked him, did he ever get sick and tired doing that aisle? Because I used to see him work in International Aisle once in Wegmans Brooklyn location, and then again number of times in Astor Place. So, anyways, his answer was for my question, no. He liked working in the International Aisle, and I was like, okay, nonchalant about it. It he didn't mind very much about it. It was interesting to him. He liked working on the international aisle. So, all right, at that time, okay, respect. Until I decided to take that aisle and be the one to work on it from now on. Well, since there is no now on. But anyway, and I had my reasons for wanting to work in the international aisle at Astor, which I'll express about that later. So to move on forward. So now the time have come for the training down Wegmans Harrison location, and finally has come. And it was like 10 days straight, and like off from work for 2 weekends. The first weekend and the second weekend. So I had like 2 weekends off. So that was the routine for 10 days of the training. Well, not quite so. Not well. Let me proceed. What was the routine? So let me see. I believe. Okay, I'm gonna say this. Well, here was the thing. Myself and new recruiters had to make it in. Well, more like arrive to the office back at Broadway by 7 in the morning. So here's what was up with my mind. I kept on thinking that we had to arrive at 8 a.m., but that kind of timing didn't make sense because the ride to Harrison was like an hour, and we could wind up arriving by 9 a.m. And it feels like you're almost made it for lunch. Yeah, for lunchtime or something like that. I don't understand why my brain is telling me the arrival time to get down at the office was at 8 at that moment, but I believe for sure it was 7 a.m. So, going on. So, that was those 10-day routine. Make it down at the Wegmans Broadway office by 7. So, to catch up and hop on the shuttle bus that was taking us there to Harrison. Now, this was what was my morning routine for those 10 days on the training. Okay. My wake up time was 4:20. I don't live alone. So 2:20 a.m. wake up time. Get in the shower, freshen myself up, get dressed, pack in my travel cup. Won't fix my hair yet until I and the rest of the recruiters made it at the location. Try to leave like about 15 minutes before 6. Step out of the apartment, walk down the bus stop stand. A little after 6, catch the bus, get off like about 3 miles, like 2 stops. Even though that can be an easy walk, but like it's bum early in the morning. Come on now. And I'm not big on mornings. Trust. I'm not a morning person. Okay. But at least I like the fact I know how I look fresh in the morning. And it can only last for like 6 hours, and then gravity pushed my face right back down. So anyway, about 3 miles after, get off the bus, stop at Dunkin', and those people, they wake up way mad earlier than I do. I appreciate. But yeah, stop at Dunkin', order like an 18-ounce cup of tea with a croissant. Take that cup of tea, pour it into my travel cup that I packed in with. Go on across the street down at the deli, buy a banana. Oh, the heat's turning back on. Okay. Anyway, buy a banana, get down to the train station, catch the train, and ride on my way to work from Brooklyn to Manhattan. Won't start eating and drinking my breakfast until I made it on the shuttle bus. That takes me and the rest of the crew to Harrison. But these was the routine. The thing was that I began that routine when I started working in Wegmans. Get my extra large hot tea with croissant and banana. But as like the days gone by, the routine was slightly changing. So anyway, 7 a.m. arriving, but this is the silly part. I would wind up being the last one coming before that shuttle leaves me. Waking up early in the morning can be hard. But then again, like I had said, I don't live alone. If there was no extra other people living with me, those other dysfunctioning people not living with me, I might appreciate for the mornings. I might appreciate waking up in the morning. But these type of dysfunctioning people I live with, well, it's challenging. Now, trying to stay on topic and keep my ass to stay on topic, okay? So, I try to arrive at 7 a.m., walk in the office, punch to clock in, walk out of the office, go across the street where the bus park. I will say morning to the bus driver and say morning to everybody else in the bus. Whether they do or don't respond, I was cool with that. I didn't care. I at least said it, and I kept doing that routine in those 10 days. Now, being that arriving last to the bus, finding a place to sit was, of course, a challenge. And I'm not mad at them. I don't blame nobody. I'm that way too. I don't want nobody sitting next to me. I don't want to make conversation. Look, I want to go to sleep during the bus ride. Waking up silly early wasn't ever easy. And worried about that the person could wind up taking up more seating space than needed. Like it's a nearly 1 hour ride and everybody wants to at least sit comfortably and maybe be silent. But whomever willing to share a seat with me, believe me, I will make sure that person is more comfortable than me. I will try in not taking up space, but I wouldn't want to cause myself to fall off the seat. I would want to sit well enough for the chance to catch some sleep before getting to destination. So just as long I would want for this person to be and feel comfortable, but in return, I would want quiet so I could have some extra little sleep. And of course, other times I'll come fortunate that I found a seat all for myself. So for the first week of the training to Harrison, I was fortunate I had a seated bus buddy. Now, here's the thing. Shame on me. Very, very, very shame on me. I'm not able to remember her name. Damn shame on me. But she works at the floral section. And I think she is Jamaican. Well, I will say she is a fellow West Indian and is the same generation as Aaron. Now, I can't recall ever asking her what she majors. I think there was a reason why. When I started getting on the bus and I'm searching for available empty seat, and of course some others were able to have a seated bus buddy. Until this sweet young lady signaled me to her attention, kindly asked me if I want to have the seat next to her. With no hesitation, I took the seat in the bus next to her. And I said to her, "Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you." And we didn't so much start off a conversation, but once again, I was fortunate because she was wearing headphones. And I took that as my advantage to go and get some sleep. But I think somewhere along the line we did catch up some conversation, a little here and there throughout the daily travels down for our training for Harrison. I really do appreciate her because she let me sleep, and I bet she needed some sleep herself. She's quite a friendly person. But again, I didn't come to terms in asking what is her study major. I guess because one of us just wanted to get some sleep. And it didn't cross my mind to ask because I assumed we may not be able to see each other or get to recognize one another, or may not have the time, or she might want to keep herself focused on something else. What she wants to stay focused on. Whichever the case, I respect her. And I pray she have a wonderful, successful life in the future. And hopefully she don't stay way too long in the floral department unless it's profitable enough for her. However, still, I pray nothing but the best for her. But it was amazing, though, that she and I have a common interest for a certain particular of entertainment, which she and I watch, by which I'm not going to share what it is. I don't believe people will understand that part about me. So, not worth sharing about that. But yes, I miss my bus buddy and I appreciate her company. God bless her. All right. Until next time, I'm going to stop right there. So take it easy. Be beautiful.